And hiya, hello. Hi ladies. I'm on. We're going to talk about two of kind of like the top fears, not the top fears, the two fears that were mentioned in this group. I'd asked a question and I had 12 things. And I asked, what do you fear the most about aging, midlife, things like that? And so there was four things that tied. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about two of the things that people talked about, that people stated were kind of like their fears about aging or about midlife. And I don't have a filter on today, so I usually have filters. So, because I just thought what I fear is how I look. That's my top fear. One of my top fears is my aging. Because I'm 58, I have all this stuff, wrinkles and stuff around my chin, and it's sagging, and that's what I hate the most. I don't fear anything else except this. So it's kind of cool because that can be fixed if I choose, if I have money to fix it one day. But the other things that women mentioned were, ready for it, continually gaining weight and health getting worse. Health getting worse. Continually gaining weight and their health getting worse. What I have to say is I don't have those fears at all. Zero. So those fears of continually gaining weight and health getting worse is actually something you have complete control of, which is so fantastic, right? So if anybody wants to know what I'm talking about, I posted a picture, a graphic, and it said, what do you fear the most out of middle age or aging? And it had 12 things, and you could pick which ones. Some people picked 5 of them, right? And today I'm talking about the two things that were quite popular, which was continually gaining weight and your health, not being able to be healthy as you age. Absolutely. Like the health thing for me is number one. And so the thing about the weight gain is you are in control of that. You know, you are actually pretty good control of your health also. So the good thing is, it's not something you have to fear. But I get it when you're like, so when you say, like when people have answered, I fear continually gaining weight, or I fear that I will not be healthy as I age, then what that says is these are two things I am going to put as a priority in my life. That's what I hate to say the word should, but so if you put both of those things under that question, then you are now going to put, losing weight, healthy, and my health as priorities. So those are two things that I want you guys to put as your priority then. Absolutely. If that's what you picked, right? If you picked some of those two things. And the thing is about losing weight is, with me, you're always going to do it healthy. So you got to choose, I'm going to lose weight while I take care of my health in the best way possible, right? So I'm going to choose health. And because I'm also wanting to lose some weight, so then I'm not only going to eat healthy, I'm going to eat healthy foods that can help my body contribute more to weight loss. Okay, so you can kind of combine those two, and that's why I'm talking about them. It's not impossible. It's absolutely doable, 100%. Now, what I think trips some people up is they don't do something consistently for long enough. They don't maybe believe it's possible. And so when you don't believe it's possible, you probably quit quite fast, right? So when you don't believe something's possible for you, you may try it for a little while, but then if you don't get the results you think you want, you quit. Because your belief is telling you, see, you're right. This isn't possible for me. Nothing's going to work. It's never going to work. Why am I, Why am I trying so hard? Why am I sacrificing so much? Why am I depriving myself if it isn't going to work anyways? Who can relate to that? And if you're watching the replay, please let me know also in the comments, right? That is why people give up. Especially with the weight loss, not necessarily talking about health, right? So when you do the weight loss, you're also doing the health thing. You should never do, I'm choosing weight loss over health. Never, ever, ever, right? That's just my opinion. Because it's not going to serve you, and because you probably won't sustain it, and you're not going to feel good. Really, when we want health, When we want weight loss, how do you want to feel when you have that weight loss, right? How do you want to feel? Is it what you look that's the most important thing to you, or is it how you feel that's the most important thing to you? Yes, so true, Daniette. Yeah, because you go for a while and then you're like, it's not working, it's not working, it's not working, it's not working. And we kind of begin to panic a bit, and our belief inside shows up big time. See, it's not going to work for me. Now, the thing about midlife weight loss is it is not, and I hate to say this, right? It's not super easy because there's so many contributing factors. So when you go to say, I'm choosing health, but I also would love to lose some of my weight, which is the way to say it, you never give up. There's no end. There's no end. You don't go, well, I'm going to give myself 3 months and then what? You're going to give up? No, you're not. You do it until. I'm choosing my health and to lose this excess weight because it doesn't feel good on me, and have a really good because. Why do you want that, right? And then you never give up. Never, ever, ever give up. But don't get frustrated along the way. It's like, wow, okay, interesting. These things didn't work or haven't worked. Is it because I never really followed through and never really did it? Or is it maybe that's just not right for my body? So what else can I try now? So let's say, because there really is, right, body, mind, soul. So if you're just changing what you eat, but you're not maybe moving your body in the right way, then you may not get results. If you change what you eat, but you're not decreasing your stress, you may not get results. So it's really looking at, I need to change how I eat and what I eat, that works for me, my body, but also is foods that are nutrient dense, but are not hugely high in calories, and foods that feed and fuel my cells so my body becomes healthy, so that I can get rid of the waste, so I can get rid of the toxins, so that my metabolism can stay strong and really good. So my energy is there so that I can exercise, so I can, right? But stress is a huge one too. If you're not changing the stress, if you're not decreasing the stress in your life, you will not lose the weight. So then you'll be thinking, I'm eating all this, I'm depriving myself, which healthy eating should not be deprivation. So anyways, but if in your head you're going, I'm doing this, I'm exercising like crazy, I'm eating all these healthy foods, I'm not getting the foods I love, I'm depriving myself of what I love, right? That's in here. For one, you won't stick with that because you're denying yourself, right? And then you go, see, it doesn't work, but you're still in this high stressed out state all the time, because this high stressed out state is something you're unwilling to look at. You want to avoid it because in your head, you're like, I can't control it. My life is too busy and too stressed, so I'm not going to even pretend I can change it. So that stays, but you work really hard at your eating and exercise, but yet the stress is still there, not being taken care of. Therefore, nothing's going to work, right? You may be eating the right foods, which is good. Let me tell you, that's still very, very positive. But the results you want aren't going to be there because you're not looking at the stress aspect of it, right? So that's really what I wanted to come on and say is it's one thing when you have two things that you're really wanting to work on, which is losing the midlife weight or whatever, and being healthy as you age, you can do that. You can do that. But that's something you never give up on. You don't all of a sudden give up on yourself as time goes on. No, I'm choosing to live in a way I'm choosing to eat foods that fuel and feed my cells so that they stay healthy, so my body stays healthy, so that I get to do all the things I love to do in my life, so that my body's functioning at its best. Then you'll be able to do, but there's also things to look at, right? Maybe I'm carrying a lot of toxins, which are stored in fat. Maybe I can do a detox. Maybe I need to do a liver detox. Maybe I need to do a juice cleanse. Maybe I need to do something like that, right? Get some colonics. Maybe there's thyroid issues that I don't know about that are stopping my weight loss, right? Maybe I'm really am in a stressed state. And because I'm in a continual stress state, my body won't balance and won't release the weight. So there are other things to look at. And it's not getting frustrated because which is hard not to do. When we don't get the result we want, we tend to be frustrated. But what I most want to say to you is you don't give up and you don't beat yourself up, right? And you don't tell yourself that nothing is going to work, right? It's like, okay, it's just, you're getting a result, right? And you may realize, wow, I'm changing what I eat and I'm having more energy and my skin's looking better and I'm feeling better, but I still haven't lost the weight. That's okay. Because then it's like, okay, if I still haven't lost the weight and I'm eating really good, I'm eating the right way for weight loss in midlife, then what else could be going on, right? Maybe I will try a juice cleanse. Maybe I will try a liver cleanse. Maybe I will go to the health food store and get, we have a herbal cleanse in Canada called the Wild Rose Cleanse. Maybe I will try a nice herbal cleanse for my body and see if that helps to release some of the toxins. Maybe my exercise isn't right. I may be exercising in the wrong way for my body and for this phase of life, which is very, 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 very common, right? So there's things that just need to be tweaked and changed. There's no simple answer, but you can't unless there's no end, right? There's no I give up. There's no I give up. Because then you're never going to get the results. If you give up 100%, you're not going to get results. If you keep trying, really good chance you're going to get results. So when I was going through this and wanting to lose the weight and wanting to become healthier and wanting to get my energy back, water cleanse, juice cleanse, oh my God, herbal cleanses, colonics, acupuncture, naturopath, tons and tons of vitamins and minerals and supplements and super powders, energy work. I changed my workout. I completely changed what I ate. It was I just did whatever it took. I did it for a year and a half. A year and a half later, I had lost a ton of weight. I never gave up, and I just continued to tweak and find things that would work for me. And I was working towards health and to lose the belly, right? So it was like I knew that for me, because I was always into living healthy, I was a personal trainer. I'm like, I don't want to just lose the weight. Like, I know how I can lose weight fast, but I also want to feel good. The most important thing for me was I want to feel good. I don't want to live my life feeling like crap. I want to feel good, right? So important. Yes, good, Donna. Yes. And if you haven't lost weight, there's still something that's blocking it, right? Or stopping it. Or another thing that people don't realize is when you're focusing so much on one thing, like why am I not losing the weight? What's wrong with the weight? Why can't it? Right? Then what you focus on expands, right? So when you're focusing on the excess weight you have, the excess weight must stay because in your head, you believe you have it. So just notice that too. And sometimes people do really well losing weight by they go on a holiday, they completely relax. They don't worry too much about what they eat. They just live and have fun and be free and be relaxed and they'll lose the weight, right? So sometimes it's our so much expectation put on something that makes it stay. And also what we resist persists. So if we resist that weight that we have, it will persist. So there's a lot of really crazy things that go on when we're focused on weight loss because it is something, and the old thing, we never want to lose something, right? So it's like, I want to release the weight that is not healthy for me. I want to release the weight that my body doesn't require right now. Yes. When we look at, so I still have a little bit, but not much. But if I was to look at that, when I had my muffin top, and I'd never had one before, I was focused on it. Like, I'm like, oh my, I kept squishing it. I kept squishing my belly. And I'm like, I hate this belly. Honest to God, there's no way. I hate this belly. I hate this belly. And that's what I was focused on, right? And I did all the colonics. I did all that. And then I was changing what I ate at that time. And I got frustrated. But I found something I was passionate about. I found raw food recipes and stuff. And I chose to focus on that. and become really passionate about that. So what I also suggest for people who are focused so much on this, Shelly, if you're still watching, is to find something else. Take your freaking focus off it. Take your focus off it. Because what do I desire, right? What do I desire? I'm so happy and grateful that my body is functioning at its best. I'm so love that I'm eating and fueling my body in such a perfect way. And then after, 4 months, what happens is if you still haven't lost the weight, you're mad. You're like, well, I took the focus on it. I focus off it. I still haven't lost the freaking weight. Obviously, this doesn't work, right? So it's this continually look at ourselves and go, there you go again. You're giving up. And so when we are able to have complete love and acceptance for what is, and I hated when someone would tell me that, believe me, and just go about our life doing what we believe is best for our body, mind, and soul, right? So it's like, I love and accept myself completely as I am. What I'm choosing is the best thing for my body, for my health, my body, my soul is bang, 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 bang. Eating these foods, exercising in this way, doing some meditation, whatever. I'm choosing to do this because I know it is best for me. That's what I'm choosing. Find something you love. Find something to focus on. Find something else to be passionate about. Work on that. Take the focus off what you're not liking. Right? Yeah. The last 15. Oh, wow. That's not too. Oh, 35, 15. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah. And so also, I don't know how you're exercising, but you might not be exercising right to lose the weight. So that could be it too. Sometimes we're plateaued. Something needs to change. Maybe it's not the food. Maybe it's the exercise. Maybe it's stress reduction. Maybe it's mindset, right? So in all my longer programs, you get a really good idea where you're at. Like, I have a 2-week program going on right now, but it's really fast. And so we're just mainly on the food, right? But when I do my 2-month or 3-month program, you really get to see what's kind of, as you go through it, what's been holding you back. And you're like, oh, wow, you're right. Oh, I am really good on my food. Now that we get the food really good. Oh, I need to get the exercise right. Yes. Okay. I'm going to try to change my exercise up. How does that work? And then, maybe it's, so we work a lot of mindset, and every day you're doing little exercises to shift the mindset, which makes a big difference too. When our body can relax and accept fully and love ourselves, believe me, huge difference. Mindset, yes. Loving and accepting yourself and not always trying to change it. So I say mindset, but in a way it's like we also need to be able to love ourselves the way we are. Because like I said, anything we resist persists. So if we don't like ourselves because of something, that's not unconditional love. So right now, this universe, this moving into 5D, whatever your beliefs are, we are meant to move into a place where we fully love and accept ourselves unconditionally. And our body, our situations in our life, all of this is happening for us to finally say, I love you no matter what. I love you no matter what. And we need healing sometimes. Sometimes that means I need to let go of anger. I need to let go of self-hatred. I need to let go of self-judgment. I need to let go of judging others. I need to let go of expectations, right? I need to let go of only being happy if my body looks a certain way. I need to let go of only being happy if my husband does a certain thing. I need to let go of conditions, conditional happiness, conditional everything, right? And it's hard. It's not freaking easy. We're all at this stage when we need to change because the world needs to change. So yes, lots of things in the world needs to change. And Mother Earth is like freaking exploding, right? She's going through a major change, the Earth is. And you guys, it's not necessarily global warming. We've Screwed up our world, yes. But the world has changed over and over and over again. There's been ice ages. There's been tropics. There's been disasters. There's been hurricanes, always throughout history. Always, always, always. So, yes, we're going through a lot of that now because the earth is going through a huge change. And us energetically is going through a huge change because the earth's changed also. So things are in real upheaval, and it is so much about us just like trying to be like, wow, okay, this is really triggering for me. I'm not happy with this aspect of my life. I'm not happy with this aspect of my body. It's just teaching us, if I'm not happy with this, then I'm fighting against it. Yeah, that's true, Donya. Yeah. If we're not happy with something, we're fighting against it. So if we're not happy with our weight, which I get it totally, we're fighting against ourselves. So what it would be like, I love and accept myself fully now, but I'm still desiring to change. I'm still desiring that I lose a bit of weight, right? But not hating yourself because you have some weight on. Big part of that. Hey, Becky, how you doing? Good. Oh, so good. That's excellent, Becky. Yeah, and really about how can I be the best me for me? How can I be the best me for me? That's really what we're meant to be doing, right? And some people, and also get rid of the whole conditioning that women should always put themselves last and always think about others and not themselves. We can think about other people while you're thinking about yourself. There's no all or nothing. There's no one way's right, the other way's wrong. There's no black and white. People live in the gray areas, live in the gray. Right? Hi, Bonita. It's so important about, yes. We really got to love, accept, and truly love ourselves and accept ourselves. We can still change while loving ourselves. And that's the best way to change. Right? And you can even be a little disappointed that the change isn't happening fast enough. That's a normal human emotion. That's normal, right? The change isn't coming. I'm not getting the results I thought I would have by now. I'm not getting the results I want right now. Oh, darn. But we don't want to stay in frustration. You don't want to give up, and you don't want to stay in a frustration. And that's one of the hardest things I've been having to deal with. It's like, okay, I'm not getting a certain result in my life. And I do get frustrated. I get frustrated. I talk to God. I talk to Source. I talk to my guides. I tell them, what do you want me to do? I'm pissed off. That's okay. Those are human emotions. Don't beat yourself up for being frustrated. Don't beat yourself up for being angry. But it shouldn't stay with you. Emotions come and go. Feelings come and go. They come and go. They come and go. They come and go. Yeah. Yes. It's a tricky, and although it's personal growth. We're growing as people. It's like, this is teaching me something. And there's certain, I don't want to say blocks, but when we can't achieve something, there's something within ourselves that's stopping us, right? So then it's more like inner work, as in, wow, that's interesting. What is really stopping me inside? Have I tried really everything? Have I given it my best effort? Like, have I really done it? So for me, I know what some of my beliefs are that are stopping me. And it's often the way we were taught, the things that were said to us when we were young. Or something that's happened to us, right? Or believing that because we haven't had certain results, we never will. I'm so glad you're changing this year, Bonita. That's fantastic. Yeah, and push. So here's the thing. Here's a good one, Shelley. When we try to push something, it takes a lot of effort. You want to be pulled towards something. Pulled towards it. That means you have your desire. Your desire is pulling you towards something. Not pushing yourself. Pushing yourself is too much energy. You'll get exhausted. You'll pass out. You won't be able to do it anymore. Just imagine trying to push a boulder up a hill, right? But when someone's pulling you up a hill, it's not that hard, is it? So you want your desires, your thing to pull you up, right? So when I found raw food eating, my battery's about to die. When I found really cool recipes for myself, that's what I loved. Oh my God, look at this new way of eating, really clean, really healthy, feed your cells. Oh my God, I loved that way of preparing foods. I became a raw food chef. I helped open up a restaurant. I loved it. It pulled me into health and wellness and weight loss. It was a passion of mine. So if you just find like maybe a new way of exercising or maybe a new hobby that you love, and it's like, I'm focusing, I love this. Oh my God. When you love doing something, when your whole body is different. You're like, I'm so excited about life. I like to get up in the morning. I want to do what I love to do. This is fun. You feel better. You eat better. You think better. All of it. Right? So you got to find other things in life that you can get excited about. You know, when someone's trying to lose weight for a wedding or a reunion, they can damn well do it because they're being pulled. They're not pushing themselves, right? So it's a different way of looking at it. You can, for weight loss, always focus on the health. And for, of course, for healthy aging, you are in control of it. You don't have to worry about, am I going to be healthy when I age? You get to say, I'm choosing to be healthy as I age. I'm going to do what it takes to be healthy as I age. And I can. It's not that hard. But it may require making changes in your life. Then what's not hard, healthy eating is not hard. It's, I'm scared of making the changes I need to make. What are you really scared of? If you're going to make a change, make a damn good change that's going to bring things better. Don't make a change that's going to make your life worse. And you wouldn't. So why are you scared of change? I'm changing my life so that my life will be better. Perfect. Right? I'm going to quit this job where I work 60 hours a week and I'm going to find a job first, whatever, that is way better for me, that feels good. Excellent. Something to be excited about. Because change is a lot of work. Not sure I'm eating more veg. Good, Bonita. But there's also work that is good and because it's leading towards something. So I would love to build a tiny house, right? That would be a hell of a lot of work, but it would be really cool, right? And it would lead me towards something I want. Just like when I was focusing on healthy, losing weight, healthy body, the food I made was leading me to what I wanted. Right? Yeah, it's just what I was talking about. Yeah, when you pull yourself, when you have something that you're working towards, you tend to actually do what you should do to get the results. So that's all. So sometimes women, but once they get to the wedding, then they lose the weight because they have nothing to pull them forward. So it's like inner motivation. You got to find your inner motivation, your inner drive. What moves you, right? Like what moves you? What do you desire? So I know that if I eat better, I look younger. That drives me. I know that if I keep my body the way I want to keep my body, I feel good. I like the way I look. Right? That drives me. That can seem really egotistical, but that's just the way I am. Right? I don't buy bigger clothes. I will eat super clean for 2 weeks if I can't fit into my jeans. You know, it's really what's important to you. What's really important to you, you will find a way to make it work. Right? If it's really important, you'll make it work. If it's not that important, you'll find an excuse why you can't make it work. That's basically it. Jeans. That's a good trick. That's why I wear jeans. I don't wear yoga pants. I need to know if I've gained 3 pounds. Right? And it's just because I don't feel good heavier. I don't feel myself. I've never been, when I was pregnant and when I was going through perimenopause, that's a couple times when I've been heavier. And I just, not choosing it. That's so good, Bonita. Way to go. Way to go. Big step, especially for some, if your heritage is usually foods that are much heavier, then when you're eating lighter foods, it's a change. It's a big change, right? And we got to be okay with change. We have to be okay with change. This is the biggest thing. I'm embracing change. I'm choosing this change to be good for me. I'm choosing to learn from this change. I'm choosing to grow as a person because I am making this change. Right? We get stronger from pressure, under pressure. We don't build strength unless there is pressure on us. And that's how diamonds are formed. Right? But it doesn't mean pressure as in I'm going to force myself and I'm going to put a lot of pressure on myself every day. No, it just means there's times when we're like, oh my God. Like sometimes when I worked full time and I still ate super healthy and I brought my food to work every single day, I would be preparing my stuff at 9:30 at night. I would be crying. I'd be like, oh, I hate this. I don't want to do this. This is stupid. Other women get to sit and watch TV and I have to make my stupid salad at 9:30 at night. But I would make my goddamn salad at 9:30 at night. I would do it. Kicking and screaming. Because I knew how I wanted to live my life. I knew that I wanted the results I wanted. So I did what I thought I needed to do, right? Or if you can decide not to do it. You can say, I'm giving up on myself and I'm going to completely love and accept myself the way I am. Because it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter what my size is. It doesn't matter what my weight is. I'm going to eat the healthiest foods. I'm going to treat myself with love. I'm going to love my life. I'm going to enjoy my time. That is the best thing you can do. Life is here to be experienced and to love yourself and to love others and have fun. Do what you love, more things what you love. Just try doing that for a while. Just try doing that for a while. Because when we are happier, we do better things for ourselves. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. You're perfect the way you are. Unless you're hurting yourself in some way, right? Then you really work at changing that, as in get some help. All right, I'm going to sign off because my phone is about to die any minute. All right, I'm going to have another program coming up. Two actual things. One's going to be like a mastermind, continued support, accountability, mindset and stuff for past clients. That's going to be an ongoing month to month. And then I'm also going to have, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do 2 months or 3 months for women, really taking you through the process, body, mind, soul, and eating healthy. And then really working towards, right? Okay, well, I'm going to work on my body, mind, soul. I'm going to work towards all of those, like what I talked about here. And I want to see how my body reacts. And I'm going to choose to not give up myself and to really continue to work on myself, because that's what it takes. It's really about knowing you're doing the best you can, taking the action, but also living your life, right? And not depriving yourself and not hating every day because it's too hard. You don't want to live like that. Not anymore, guys. Have an absolutely amazing night. So happy to have you here. Take care and watch from the beginning if you're just coming on. Just coming on. And if you want to do one-on-one, I have one-on-one spots, all price ranges available always. Feel free to reach out to me. Bye-bye.